Today, let's keep it real. Mechanics are the most important thing in this game, and it goes a long way to impacting how much you're going to be winning, and more importantly, it's going to contribute to how much you're enjoying yourself in the game. So I'm going to share with you today what I believe to be the biggest, most impactful secret that will go to help you improving your mechanics, getting more kills, and having more fun with the game. I can damn near guarantee you that this tip will go a long way to helping you with micro adjusts, holding angles, pre-aiming, flicking, and even spraying. So before the big reveal, I'm gonna need you to lock in for a second. I'm gonna need you to full screen, tilt your phone sideways, close all your other tabs, and I don't wanna waste your time, so let's get right to it.
Okay, let's all shut up, please. No, we don't have much time, so let's get right to it.
Now the key, or the secret, is you need to have intense focus. Now hold on, don't everybody leave. I'm not scamming you guys, I swear, hear me out. Wait, come back. Alright, so like I said, intense focus is the key or secret, but along with that, the better mouse control you have, better everything becomes for you, and better aim. And better aim leads to confidence in your playmaking, in your ability to trade, to clutch, and taking any fight in general, for aiming at least. Now, I had a situation where a lot of you will probably resonate with. I had a little stretch of like a week where I was playing really bad, along with bad decisions and slow reactions. A large part of it was my mechanics have slipped. So I hopped on Kovacs, messed around for a bit. Now I have messed around a little bit in the past, and it did help, but I wanted to try something a little different. So I found a really long, extensive playlist from Noted. Noted was an earlier content creator, pretty high level player, and he had pretty good insight on strafe shooting.
Nice, I know you're different.
And was one of the first to really put it out there in public, which was, back in the day, it was kind of common knowledge, but not as many people applied it or understood it that deeply. And it was through his playlist that I discovered something groundbreaking. It exposed a lot of weakness in me, but in finding that, it opened my eyes with a big reminder and a huge revelation.
You asked what would be worth killing for. This is the secret the
VALORANT community
has defended for over 20 centuries. Keepers of the proof. Witness the greatest cover-up in human history.
Now, how many of us have heard this statement before? Tracking is not that important in VALORANT.
What's the matter, smart ass? You don't know any fucking Shakespeare?
This is the single biggest lie or misinformation spread around in the community. And it's not with malice or bad intent, but rather people want to try to simplify things for you and make it easier for us to understand, because there's so many aspects of aiming that we have to master. They figure, hey, forget tracking, you don't need it in this game, and it's hard, just focus on other stuff. We hear that all the time when people suggest aim training, but this is just false. Through tracking, the skills you hone and develop strengthen all aspects of your aim, and I'm going to explain to you why exactly tracking is so important. Now, the first point of contact with the target is our eyes. We need to lock onto them with our eyes and attention, and then our mouse hands can react and aim at them quickly. To even attempt to track something with your mouse without doing it with your eyes, you're gonna have a bad time. So it was through this training that I realized that you gotta have this focus for every target in the game, and it starts with your eyes. Some of these training scenarios, you simply can't even do them until you train yourself to be able to focus your eyes and attention onto the target. Here's a couple of examples to show exactly what I'm talking about. So you open up Google and you search something, and a bunch of words flood onto your screen. When you stare at that screen, not particularly at any word, it's just kind of there. And when you read one word at a time, your focus lasers in on those items, and everything else kind of fades away into the background. It's still there, but it's not. Now, instead of each word, try reading each letter. You almost don't even see the full word at that point, and you only see each individual letter. So it would appear that when we are dialed in and focused on something, everything else just kind of fades away. Sound familiar to anyone? It's also why I believe a lot of videos have big animated subtitles, as it helps to grab attention even if the screen is rather boring. Another example, particular favorite of mine, is imagine a ceiling fan that's rotating somewhat slow. If you look up, it'll all seem like a blur, but if you focus your eyes on a singular blade, you'll be able to follow its motions, track its movements, and this is exactly what we need to do in the game when we're aiming. Going back to the drills, some of these drills I could not even pull off comfortably with the way I was sitting and how my arms were placed. So I changed all of that up, but got comfortable quickly, luckily. So posture even plays a big part with your muscles and stuff like that, but that's a whole nother topic. Although people say tracking is not that important in Valorant, it's actually just simply kinda wrong. Even doing these little drills, they will go an extremely long way to helping you improve your aim, to helping you improve your control overall with your mouse, which will help in all aspects of your aiming, in every game, not just Valorant. We'll never reach perfection, but it's all in our striving to get as close as we can. Once you're able to run these drills, even if you're failing them, don't worry, because familiarizing yourself with these, at first, awkward movements, getting used to them, they'll make you ready for anything in the game, and it'll give you a huge confidence boost. The only thing I'd say to be careful of, aside from physical harm, just make sure your body and posture is good and stuff like that, and don't fall into the trap of only obsessing over getting a better and better score. We're here to practice and develop our aim, not to land a high score on a leaderboard in an aim trainer. But you also have to remember this: training is no good if you can't translate it into the game reliably. So once you get used to tapping into this inner focus, unveiling your third eye, remember this feeling and apply it in the game every fight. Remember that amount of eye focus you had in your training and dial in like that every time you take a fight. You'll probably also experience a sense of control throughout your fights if you do this, which can help your nerves. The very same way your eyes focus during these drills will have to carry over to how you focus in the game, and then you'll start to see when you track their heads or bodies with your eyes, sometimes you'll get in that zone and it'll seem like everything slows down just a little bit and it becomes readable, making milliseconds feel like full ones. Tapping into this flow state will become more and more regular as you progress on your journey, and eventually it'll become more and more necessary if you want to push further and further. While you're in this state, you're feeling it. Shots are landing automatic, you're in tune with your movement, you're feeling the rhythm in your moves and your aim, and this is what we play for. And remember, this is a competitive game and this is competition. So while you should like, comment, subscribe, this is aiming's biggest secrets. Only share it with those close to you and people that you trust.